I'll be doing a review on the E-Flite UMX Sbach 342 3D. This plane's quite a strong intermediate plane. Some of the specs on the outer box are here. So it's got an E-Flite 180BL 2500 kV brushless motor with a 6-channel receiver installed and 4 servos, obviously ultra micro ones. You do need a 2S 7.5V 180mAh or 200mAh battery, which is just here. I'm using the Turnigy Nanotech 180mAh, seems to work just fine. Strong 8-minute battery. So it's a Mike McConville, which is quite a popular aircraft designer, and a full range 4+ channel transmitter required for this. And for this particular aircraft, I'll be using my trustworthy DX6i. This is a BNF basic model, which means in the box you get obviously your plane and some side force generators. These are the bigger size in here, and I've already got the smaller size ones installed. They do work surprisingly well. So that's pretty much all you get in the box. Additionally, you would need the E-Flite AC to 12V DC adapter and the Selectra 2-cell 7.4V DC LiPo charger, which charges the batteries of your choice. So all in all, this is everything you'd need to get your plane up and running. Obviously the charger's there, the battery's there, and the plane. Obviously you would need your radio as well, but this here can all fit in the box. The adapter can fit in here, the charger can in fact fit in the corner there, and the battery is obviously in these little slots here. So everything you can see here will fit in the box nicely for transporting the plane or wherever you want to go with it. To get the batteries charging, simply plug in your adapter, connect the end of the adapter into the Selectra charger, which charges your 2-cell batteries, like so. Once you then have plugged the battery into the little port at the bottom, simply press the button and it should start flashing red to show that it's charging. When it's done, the green light will come on. Usually takes about 40 minutes. We can now have a look at the plane. It comes nicely packaged in these thick foam blocks. Simply just pull out like this. One thing I have noticed when I got this new is the vertical stabilizer was actually slightly bent. I haven't seen this affect the performance of the rudder or the actual plane at all, but that's just one thing to know. So here's the plane out of the box. I've turned my camera light on so you could get a better view of it. Start from the back. It has nice decals on the rudder and throughout the main fuselage. On the wings also. You can now start to get a look at how big the side force generators are. These are the smaller ones, but even so, knife edges, no problem. The hatch at the front here is magnetised and is really strong, so it doesn't take a lot of force getting off, but with one hand it's quite tricky. But obviously there's your magnets at each side here and on here at each side. Even on heavy crashes it still doesn't pop off, so it is pretty strong. So in the main compartment you can see your motor and the wires that go to ESC and all the servos within the fuselage. Your battery velcros to the back there where the black velcro is. I've added a bit stronger velcro there, but your battery obviously plugs into this lead here. The plane is actually capable of about 40mph flights with the heavily upgraded motor, but if you're going to use it as a 3D plane and not a sport plane, then it does perform very nicely. I would say on par with the Yak, which a lot of people say is the best 3D plane that E-Flite have got. So that's the main compartment for your battery in there. The hatch just pops on like that. The motor is brushed and not brushless. This is the underside of the plane, and a few things to note is, as stated on the box, it does come with long throw linear servos on each wing. And another thing is the ailerons take up at least a third of the wing, as you can see there. Now the elevator and rudder servos are located within the fuselage because they don't really need to be accessible, whereas the ailerons may need to be adjusted using the little wheel at the end here if they're out of alignment. The last thing to note is the landing gear here. It did come with wheel pants, but unfortunately after a few bad landings they did pop off. It does add to the scale quite a lot, the wheel pants, but I don't feel it needs them. The wheels are just fine without, and the landing gear has held up strong so far. Not much else really to say about this plane. There will be a flight review coming out soon, and after that maybe a few aerobatic tips with this plane and a few videos on that. So watch out for them, and thanks for watching.